Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2. I'm Lady Lilia, and it's been quite a long while since I recorded, so you'll have to forgive me if I forget things, which is definitely going to happen this time. I've enabled AI for Smarsh Cheese, because she was the only one that didn't have it turned on. I think I'm going to experiment with that this time. Yeah. I did look at it. It seems that everyone already has AI equipped. I don't know what I want her secondary thing to be. I guess I'll put secondary as aggressive, but everyone else, I don't know like when this applies, so I'm not really sure. I'm gonna hopefully experiment with it this time. So, you know, I can do less pausing and crap is what I want.
I shall be discreet.
But this time we are literally just gonna clear out this dungeon and see what happens. And I think we still have a little bit left if I remember correctly, so tab is to highlight things, yeah. So, any more horrible, bloaty, squishy monsters? Ooh. Whoa, okay.
By decree of the Queen that was and the will of the Steel Garrote, you will meet justice. Kneel, Oswald, and be tried for your crimes.
Wait! I can pay you. I can make you all rich. Just let me go.
Your bribes fall on deaf ears, Oathbreaker.
Right.
We seek only to exact Wodaka's
and
justice.
say this is an illegal
What?
trial, and now they're on trial.
I didn't do anything.
You stand accused
All right,
of the
Adair,
crime
whatever
of
you say.
oath-breaking. What say you?
As you enter the large chamber at the bottom of the pyramid, you notice a sizable group of well-armed people dressed in raiments of the Steel Garrote. In the center of the group kneels a man bound at the wrists. He looks around wildly, his eyes widen when they fall on you. Before the kneeling man towers an imposing woman, her face obscured by the severe lines of a Wodican mask.
You intrude on the deliberations of the Court of Wodaka, outsider. Choose your next actions carefully, lest the Queen that was turn her gaze to you as well.
The man on the floor is an elderly elf clad in dirty clothes, his face contorted in the expression of a cornered animal.
Oh, thank the gods, please. Get me out of here. They're mad. They're all mad. They mean to put me on trial for oath-breaking of all things. They say I betrayed the Idiran Empire, but I haven't been back there in over 100 years.
Be silent, or I will make you so.
The Inquisitor snarls at Oswald.
State your purpose now, or die with him.
She turns a steely gaze on you. Through the slits in her mask, you can see the glint of her eyes. Oof. Let him go or face my wrath. Yeah, I'm curious about this. Do you condemn the innocents out of spite or mere incompetence? The Inquisitor bristles at your impertinent question. She grabs her sword hilt and begins to step forward, but stops herself, suddenly uncertain. Her followers share pointed looks with one another and say nothing to challenge or defend her.
Explain.
Leather creaks as the Inquisitor's hands tighten in the hilt of her sword. I'm a watcher, and I've conversed with the tortured soul that meets your justice. Not all were guilty.
Ah, the Watcher of Cadnua graces our presence. Your deeds are well known to this court.
Her tone is dangerously short.
Those that attempt to lie to me find I am not easily fooled. Tell me, Watcher, how many of these souls do you claim were innocent?
1. She stares at you intently for several moments. Her eyes are unreadable as the mask that hides her features.
Even should you speak truthfully, you must see the wisdom of these proceedings. Imagine the greater good achieved by dispensing the reckoning this filth deserves. Would you prefer these monsters walk free at the expense of the truly innocent?
Who holds the Lord accountable for abuses against his people? Who hunts the fugitive who betrayed her neighbor's trust? This court's methods may not be perfect, but if they can bring justice to those who evade it, then we shouldn't stand in their way.
He nods to the masked woman. Okay, so Eloth is on their side. Adair is obviously not, and that is a previous decision thingy-madinger. carry on. I don't know too much about this guy, so I don't know. Clever. A masked murderer lecturing me on justice. That's rich. I don't know. See, I'm kind of like... I don't know if my character is on the side of all of the gods, but... Why? What reason do I actually have to save this guy, you know? I'm tempted to be clever. But I'm just gonna be rational. I think that's what Smarsh cheese would do. I bow to the court's judgment. Carry on.
What?
A wise decision.
Sorry, dude.
Even a broke swindler such as Oswald must meet the proper punishment. We cannot allow lawlessness a foot in the door, no matter how minor, lest we are overtaken by it.
The Inquisitor clears her throat and stands up a bit straighter, prepared to render judgment.
Oswald of Adir, you have been found guilty of oath-breaking and treason, crimes punishable by death. Under the gaze of Woodica, the moment of your justice is at hand.
Rip.
Go in peace, and take this as a reward for your faith. But be warned, you return to this sacred court on pain of death. May the Oathbinder guide you.
The Inquisitor's grim-faced lackeys fall into step beside you, intent on leading you from the court of Woodica before you cause further commotion.
You were warned.
I wanted to loot him! Damn it! Well, we got some money, I guess, so that's nice, but interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alright. I guess we're done here. Let's save. The Oathbringer's Sanctum. I don't think I finished, yeah. I did not finish exploring this island. Old battleground. You find a field strewn with ancient corpses. It must be site of a battle that happened long ago. There might be something salvageable among the fallen. Hell yeah! You take some time to explore. Find a bundle of unused scrolls bearing arcane runes and incantation. Binding web. Okay, keep searching. Find a bundle of scrolls. Okay. Cinder bombs! Ooh. Nice. The end of that. Alright, cool. And now we shall continue on our lovely seafaring adventure. I think we were going north. It's Defiant. Nekataka, I believe we were going to. Lilia? Okay. Oh, I can't actually travel that way. Alright, let's keep going. Hello, islands. We're easily sidetracked, aren't we? Oh, that's way too high level for us. But maybe we can get this? I doubt it. No, we're not going to be stopping there. Although we did fight a battle that was, like one skull, and that was fine. Ooh. Hello? Reagents, huh? Nomu, the murderer. Marauder, not murderer. Well, he probably is also a murderer. Can we get out here? Okay, Nekataka. Are you evil? Nope, leave me alone. Thank you. sloop. Here we go. As you walk down the dock, your approach is noted by a cadre of heavily armored Almawa. Their leader briskly leads them to intercept you. The harbor master regards you warily. She seems to be examining the patterns in her skin with a measure of suspicion.
You're far from home, farmer. How did you make it all this way in your little boat?
The Almawa cranes her thick neck to look along the hull of your ship. Her expression conveys equal portions of incredulity and pity.
Why do we gotta be farmers just because we're from Deerwood?
Are you a farmer?
Yeah, but you can't just assume. We got rabble-rousers, too.
As her attention returns to you, the Almawa's mood becomes more formal.
I'm the harbor master, Kauha. I must ask your reason for docking in Nekataka.
Requirement's not met. Okay, Whoa, that's a little bit harsh. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm following a giant maid of Adra, and I need to see someone in a palace about it. The harbor master chuckles to herself, as do the women and men behind her.
Yeah, you do need to see someone, truly. I think it's the animancers and the spire you're looking for.
She taps
To
her
help with
forehead.
your head.
Oh, oops. She taps her forehead 3 times and casts a glance back at her companions. The assembled guards roar with laughter and clap the harbor master on the back for her joke. Ha ha! Deep within you, you feel an uncomfortable roiling. You cannot be certain if the sensation is physical or spiritual, but it immediately induces nausea and fills your ears with the sound of blood rushing through your head. Cutting through the din, you hear a familiar woman's voice speak. Each word comes slowly, falling with what sounds like chiming of a small bell.
Show them. Show them what you are.
I'm a watcher and the herald of Barath. Step aside or suffer the consequences. I don't know if I want to start a battle with these guys. Concentrate on folding the edge of the in-between. You close your eyes and turn your mind inward, blocking out the sounds of the harbor and the menacing pack of guards. Soon all you hear is the rushing of blood in your head and a muffled chime ringing somewhere far away.
Yes. Yes. That's it.
What's the matter with you? What are you doing? If you're trying to scare us with some cipher mischief, save the purple flames for the tribes of the Outer Islands.
The roar in your head begins to abate. The ring of the chime becomes clearer, rhythmic. 2 successive peals followed by a brief respite. You realize the chime is ringing in tandem with your heartbeat. You open your eyes. The harbor master is gesturing wildly, presuming to get your attention and yelling at your face. But you hear no words, only the ringing of the chime as your heart rate slows and slows and slows and slows.
Now.
Really?
What? What is this?
Ghosts!
For it!
Oof.
You got style, Cap. Worm-riddled, ship-sinking, flat-fucking freaky style.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, well, I guess we're good then.
Got it.
Cannon shots. Sure. Hagfish hardtack.
Nightcap.
Okay. Let's continue. Who's this? Oh, it's just a guard. Alright. I'm not exactly sure. Hi.
Need a fresh jacket or pants? Something more delicate? If you have a frame, I can fit cloth to it without fuss.
The tailor eyeballs your shoulder width, doing some mental calculation.
Take
See
your
what you
time. I'll give you...
Oops. Okay. Steeled in darkness. Grants steeled in darkness. I don't know what that is. During nighttime, the aura grants all nearby allies a bonus to their stealth skill. Oh, cool. Hats. So, do I want to take the time to sell crap right now? I probably should. Yeah. I'll be back once I sell everything. Alright, I've sold all of our crap.
Yep.
Also, everyone leveled up, and so we all got some new stuff. Wild sprints.
Ahoy.
For you, you were already leveled up. You got crackling bolts, Minoleta's bounding missiles, fireball, and exposed vulnerabilities, which should be good. You got vile thorns, consecrated ground, and despondent blows.
Yeah?
And you got penetrating strike, which should be very helpful. And also, is he doing that? Somebody was giving us an aura. I just leveled up our other things in the same way I've been doing previously, so nothing too exciting for this level up. Let me see. Reach Kahanga Palace. Which is it Nakataka? Road north, shipwrights. Probably should save. It's been a while. I guess we'll go just kind of look around. Why not? Hello? Oh. Okay. Hi. Who lives here? Lodger. Is this an inn?
I wonder what this is.
Oh. Ooh. Can have those. Apparently that's not stealing.
My fingers be fat and furry, but they're ever so nimble.
Cook. Alright, this is clearly a place to stay, I think. Unless it's not. Valera Spellwright. Yeah. Okay, well, let's check upstairs just in case. You never know.
Your party before venturing forth.
Yeah.
Real quiet.
Whoa, okay, I didn't want to do that. That scared me. I'm meant to hit tab. Wolf companion, okay. Lodger. What do you got? Oil? Eh. Alright, I don't see anything too interesting here. Ah. Hello?
Ah, a new face in the Valera holds.
Vitello Valera's face is lined and weary, but his coat is tightly buttoned, his posture faultless. Smarsh cheese at your service.
Courtly manners are welcome here.
He inclines his head.
My time is not inexhaustible, but I am willing to spare it.
He opens his palms and invites you to continue.
What can I do for you?
What does your family do for the Valian Trading Company?
Valera ships escort goods and merchants from island to island across Deadfire. The Principe dogs show us their stern whenever they spot Valera colors on the horizon.
Leave it to a swabby from the Republics to think a pirate showing them their rear be a compliment.
The Orlan chuckles at his own joke. Okay, what about you?
A new face to the Valera halls. And aren't we all so excited to see you?
Martino Valera grins from ear to ear.
I always make time for chatter. Say what you will.
What do you bring to the Valera household?
Is drama an acceptable answer?
His grin widens.
I make sure the wine cellar is stocked, and that sons and daughters alike know how to carry a blade.
Okay.
You must gather.
You must gather your face, okay? Jeez.
Your party before venturing forth.
I don't remember where we're supposed to be going in Neketaka. I need to have another look at my journal. Okay. Sailed to Fort Deadlight. Benwith has returned to Fort Deadlight. The entrenched fortress occupies a small island. All manner of pirate crews call Deadlight their home. Getting into Benwith, either through force or subterfuge, would be easy. I think that's what I was working towards. But I know I had to come here as well. Aethos is drawing essence from the Pillars of Luminous Adar, whatever he means to do with all this power. Tracking down the pillars may be the only way to pick up his trail. Reach Kahanga Palace in the Serpent's Crown district. Maybe that's here. Yeah, that's here. Okay, so the Serpent's Crown district is where we want to go. That means we want to go north. Probably. Is there a... I don't think there's a map of this place yet. Maybe there will be.
Aethys, light of spring,
Where is my
son of the
Hagor,
world,
brother?
thou
You
givest
there?
me
Have you
life
seen
and
Lago
purpose.
Badato?
No, I have not. Map
You must
Emporium.
gather your party.
My party is gathered. Damn it.
Before venturing forth.
Silver, look at that, mate.
Trapped, eh? Can I speak with you? Or are you a nothing? Sansa. Oh.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my shop. It's such a pleasure to see a new face.
Sansa bounces back on his heels, a wide grin plastered onto his worn face.
How might I assist you?
What do you have for sale?
Certainly. It would be my pleasure. Of course, it's mostly books and knickknacks. Maps I do on commission, you see.
Oh. Grimoire. Ooh. Okay. So we could get a different grimoire for our wizard. Lockpicks, spyglass. Thieves' putty. This one seems to be rare. I don't have a lot of these. I think I might have Merciless Gaze, but I definitely don't have the rest. I wonder if it's worth spending money on that.
How may I help?
I have Jolting Touch, but that's it. It's tempting, but I'm gonna hold off for now. Alright,
How might I assist you? Oh, I am a cartographer. I make maps. I'm not half bad at it either. And may the gods forgive my immodesty for saying so. If you need a map of any settled region of the Deadfire, I am your man. And my commission rates are quite generous. It used to be I would take to the sea and do a bit of charting myself. But I haven't the time. Too many maps need making. A shame, too. There's a whole swath of the Deadfire I've yet to see. I'm quite keen to write a book, in fact. Oh, but I won't trouble you about that. Excuse my nattering on, won't you?
you said you're writing a book?
I'm putting together an explorer's account of the Deadfire. Or at least the part of it Queen Onekaza's tribe has laid claim to. My book will be the first of its kind. The Explorers Club will go mad for it. Or, well, that was the idea. It's a fiercely dangerous enterprise, in point of fact, and nobody will agree to chart the islands for me. You'd think ship captains would be a bold-hearted bunch. I offered fair recompense. I'm not exactly the most powerful fighter, or I do it all myself. Still, wouldn't it be wonderful? An explorer's guide to the Deadfire. Someday.
Put some nice pictures in that book and you've got your explorer right there. Well, I've got a bold heart and a ship. Need a hand? If it pays, I'll take the job. Yeah.
Do you mean it? This is... Wow! I can't thank you enough. It's a lot of ground, I mean water to cover, and some of these islands are in very dangerous waters.
Despite his words, the gleeful expression on Sansa's face has not faded.
Don't worry, I planned it all out. We'll get your feet wet first. With a little experience under your belt, I'm sure you'll get a taste for it. Nothing will stop us. I mean, you. The idea is to explore all the islands that haven't been charted yet, or even named. That falls to you, Amica. You can't tell me you've never wanted to name your own island?
I did already.
I thought we could start with the waters around the company outpost at Port Mage. There are 2 islands in the region, and nobody's taken much notice of them yet. Once you're back, I'll start filling in my map and adding your findings to the book. Oh, this will be wonderful.
Okay, cool. So some quests to do some things that we already did. But we didn't get all of them, so... Nice. Do that when we can. Loading screens are a little bit lengthy in this game, I have to say. But we're not going to worry about that too much right now.
The Queen is holding court today.
Healing? Yes. Major healing. Oh, yeah. Potion of Refuge. Sure.
Thalians and Rowattians.
How long before they're killing each other?
Luminous Audramil.
Wager on it?
Should probably check this out. Cortina's voice finds you before she does, her barks of laughter and cheerful directives resounding throughout the mill. She flits from worker to worker, offering critique and approval. When she finally spots you, a shadow of apprehension passes over her face. She hides it with a toothy grin.
Tell your queen I will have her taxes, her prize share, whatever it is, by the end of the week. Business is good, and we are very busy, eh?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait, you are not the tax collector.
She narrows her eye, her hand twitching over the hilt of her blade.
What business brings you to my mill?
What do you do here? Cortina looks around the room in exaggerated wonder, her green eyes wide. She laughs a little to herself and runs a finger across her arm in the chair beside her. She holds a finger up for your inspection. It's caked in shimmering blue dust.
We mill luminous, of course. Take big chunks, break into smaller chunks, crush into dust-sized chunks. Per complancanet, it is really not so complicated.
She gives you a condescending little pat on the arm. Who are you?
Okay.
Cortina leans in close, one prodigiously furry eyebrow raised.
You go around asking just anyone in Queensbirth personal questions, maybe you end up dead in a ditch. Have caution, eh? Lucky for you, I am a woman of honor.
She gives you a sunny smile and claps her hands together.
I direct luminous milling for the Valian Trading Company. It's a nice job, ah? And I'm quite good at it. You want to know more? Buy me a drink first, per guano.
Cortina claps you on the shoulder, a playful smile on her lips.
Good day.
Okay. I don't... Could steal some. Alright, let's just try and...
gather your party
let's just try and find what we're trying to find and stop getting sidetracked in all these little buildings. It doesn't seem like there's too much to see here, so... I'm gonna try and stay on track. It's hard to do in these kind of games. Come on, game. How hard is it to load the freaking thing I was already in? Okay, this should lead to the east. Right, okay. The gullet, the brass and sacred stairs, serpent's crown, I believe is where we're going. We can only go there, so let's do it. You leave the bustle of the crowds behind, making your way along the winding path to the gullet. For a time, the path ascends the mountain. Even so, the cramped walls and rundown Juana buildings close in around you, obscuring your view. You come to a dark passage cutting through the mountain just wide enough to accommodate a wagon. The path here descends steadily into the rock face. After a lengthy journey through the dimly lit tunnel, you come across the gates of the gullet. The stench hits you first, a foul mixture of rot, stale air, and bodily odors. You notice a nice guardsman pushing a cart heaped high with moldering food, which must account for some of the smell. Ahead, the homes of the gullet emerge as a collection of light amidst the darkness. You hear the rush of water below, and the frigid breeze wafts up from the unseen depths like an exhalation. Ooh. The gullets.
Traveler, have you any food? Surely you've a scrap to spare.
A gaunt Rapura woman grabs for your leg. She paws at you with a weak grip, finger bones thin and trembling.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
Kick her? Oh, that's so mean. Do you have no access to food?
Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years. Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour. From this week, and maybe before?
Maybe you should seek paying work. There are places that will sell even a vagrant food. A disbelieving laugh cracks in her throat.
Many Raparu come from other islands these days. They are strong and capable workers. Not like me, but they too tithe to the prize share.
What do you mean? She shakes her head.
Forgive me. I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks. Out of earshot of the guards. He's there. In the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
Her quavering arm points towards the southeast. The Rapura touches two gaunt-knuckled fingers to her lips. Give her some food. Fine. The woman snatches the food from your hands with surprising speed, eyes darting a glance for onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She nods desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, and speaks with a mouth half full for the next bite. You lost hardtack.
Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler.
Who's the leader around here? She chuckles darkly.
The gullet is a lawless place. Forgotten. The only authority here is the Matarus. And they don't work on our behalf. But if it is a wise man you want, seek Anoi in his home. He tries to keep us safe and fed. He does not always succeed, but he does try. Trying's worth a lot down here.
Okay, I'm not really super psyched to get mixed up in all that, but I would like to figure out if there's an exit or if I need to go back. To the hole, back to Nekitaka. I think I'm just gonna have to go back. Honestly. Yeah, I think we should go to the north exit. We have to get up here. And from there, maybe we can go up. Riki's over.
You're a follower of the light?
The light? Oh, you mean... well, depends on what you mean. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Shodi.
Is she bothering you? What do you want to ask? What's Oh, sleight of hand? What do you want to ask?
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different. But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back.
His eyelids flare with a relived embarrassment.
But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it.
Yeah.
I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
It's fine, don't worry about it. There's more to her than you're giving her credit for. If she can't deal with the truth, that's her problem, not yours. Exactly.
All right. I'm not gonna hide it. Won't be pretty, though.
That's fine.
Maybe you heard earlier? I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly I'm a Gonite.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right. Surely, some other time, then. Was it the way I said it? Or maybe I'm in need of a washing.
It's just, some people just, you know? Hopefully she'll get the hint. Also, why is there an imp here? You sell imps? Ooh, fancy. Alright, so we need to go to the Serpent's Crown, which is up here. So let's do that. This place is nice.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I've never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Cahopa, it does not.
You must gather your party
Here we go. Serpent's Crown.
before venturing forth.
Before venturing forth. Alright.
Aloth,
Here.
is there any way you can bring Islamir back? The whole point of suppressing her was to keep her out of my head. I miss her impressions. Oh, she could do this one of you. Which she did over and over. Was real good, though. She could do all your twitching, your squeaky voice when you got nervous.
I bet that was funny. I bet that was a funny. Alright. Palace. A very pretty palace. Who's that? Okay. Hello? Quiet gurgling of the fountain is a constant backdrop for this spacious chamber. Water shaper. Okay.
Barati pays coin to
You
feed the greedy.
songwriters need a guild if you hope to learn discipline.
Not so. We speak in the tongue of Nga.
Come on. It's just the first floor of the place I'm already in. Yay! Cutscene.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people are meant to have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
The Valian dignitary aims a withering look across the aisle. A middle-aged woman with a square jaw and tar-stained teeth meets it.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Mage survived the recent storm.
She pulls a slender pipe from her pocket, but a look from the Queen's attendants, she puts it away.
You speak as if I could command the tides. While you are casting your blame in a wide net, why not look to our Kahanga allies? We do not share their talent for shaping water.
A sizable Almawa standing on the throne takes a bold step forward and flares his nostrils at the assembled dignitaries. A hush falls over the room.
I say our guest forgets himself.
He clears his throat and sweeps his gaze from Nero to the rest of the room.
Brother, stand down.
Up to this point, the Queen has studied the proceedings with an even expression. She half rises from her throne as she fixates on Prince Aruhi. Aruihi?
You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena. I say this is beneath us.
As Orihi lowers his head, the queen slowly centers her gaze on you and leaves it there.
An interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen.
Though her mouth doesn't move, one Kaza's voice comes to you like an insistent memory nestled among your surface thoughts. Diplomatic, honest, rational. Say nothing. Stoic. Her brow furrows as she shakes her head.
This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered.
The queen's voice fills with the expansive throne room, leaving you with a hushed silence to fill. If it pleases the court, I have journeyed from the crippled Port Mahe. I've come with a warning for the queen. How did you know I'm a watcher? Take stock of your audience. The Valian Nero projects affluence with his fine garb and gems. Karu, the stands rigidly watching the assembly through slitted eyes. She seems like someone who rarely leaves her back to the door. One Kaza, the Huana queen, is all ease and comfort, though something about her bearing speaks of quiet, measured intensity. Her brother, standing away from the proceedings, cannot hide a satisfied grin. The chaos of the hall appeals to him. What's Hasongo? Good question.
One of our busiest ports. Much of the food we send to Rawatai passes through Hasongo.
She glowers, fidgeting with her pipe again.
I take it from your question that you are not here to enlighten us about Hasongo.
Her irritation turns briefly to the queen. I've come with a warning for the queen.
How quaint of you to point this out in a room of warmongers and conspirators.
Her mouth spreads in a knowing smile.
You have the ear of the throne. Speak on, then.
Onkaza leans forward in her throne.
Huck, I know this one. Her parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every sailor in Queen's Birth.
Raising her hand for silence, Onkaza looks to her brother. He approaches, and they exchange a few words too quietly to hear. She lifts her gaze to you once more.
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
She opens her palm and waits. Okay, let's be rational. It's possible that Aethos only paused at Hasongo on his way to parts unknown.
What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting for one, it'll be too late.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as crazy as the Dawnstar Dreamers.
She looks at Adair the way one would look at an especially rabid but fascinating animal.
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but credible ones.
Nero crosses his arms, looking distinctly uncomfortable.
Ganta Nichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher of Cadnua from my assignments in Defiance Bay and Twin Elms.
Diverus? It explains the colorful nature of your reports.
I have seen things with her that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors' tales.
And I'm supposed to take two Valians at their word?
She gestures between Nero and Pelagina.
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
Aethos emerged from beneath Caednua, my castle. He made this personal. Silence descends on the hall. Courtiers and delegates eye one another, seemingly gauging which of them will be first to laugh. A stern look from Queen Wankaza turns every questioning glance to stone.
Tracking down a god who stands as tall as a mountain. A fisherman with poor eyesight could do this. My priests will trip over their feet to interpret his divine plan. Watcher, can you cut through the din and tell for what he comes to the Deadfire?
I plan on using Aedra pillars to track and ultimately confront Aethys.
How resourceful of you. The Isles are studded with enough luminous Aedra to bankroll an economy.
She turns a quiet glance in Nero's direction.
I believe our course is clear. We will send the Watcher to Hisongo.
Onkaza spreads her arms, calmly assured of her reasoning.
Set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep a weather eye out for a lighthouse, but the God of Light did not appreciate competition. Something to add, Hazanui? You have an eager look about you. She believes herself entitled to my ear, I say.
Onkaza's gaze wanders back to you only briefly.
Only that Hasongo is a Rauatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of ours along.
She inclines her chin at another woman standing nearby.
Ma'am.
A composed Aumaua stands at attention, her furrowed brow cleaving down otherwise warm features. By her feet, a colorful bird preens itself without concern.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel has to offer.
She looks at you in the eye and gives you a slow nod.
Whatever comes your way, she'll see it first.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drunk scolder at the helm.
Maya sighs with resignation and nudges her bird affectionately with her toe.
And shut us out entirely? We have every right to know of any hazards in these waters. Palagino, go with the Watcher. See that the Republics are served in this investigation.
Nero turns to the godlike warrior standing off the table.
Ah, Your Excellency.
Off the side.
Hamed Kongswalias.
Pelagina's golden eyes flash in your direction, but her face betrays no hint of emotion.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest knows how to assemble a crew.
Onkaza raises her brow and scrutinizes the pair. Can I take both? I need all the help I can get. Well, we do need some more ranged damage. I think we could... Obviously, this character is from the first game. I don't know much about her, and since I didn't play the first game, I think I need this character more. So, I don't know who I'm going to replace, though.
Say the word and I'll shoot the tip off a green boy's nose.
Alright. Ishina looks up at Maya and warbles something agreeable. Seraphen's eyes close as he nods along. Zoti's eyes gleam with dark amusement.
I believe I have proven to be a competent ally in the past, Watcher. But I cannot compel you to take me to Hasongo. I hope that time will show you that the Republics can be valuable allies in Deadfire.
But this is unacceptable. How are we to protect the company's investments if we cannot...
Calm down, Nero. I'm sure you'll get one of your spies in place eventually.
A lazy half-smile tugs at her mouth.
In the meantime, Watcher, I hope you'll meet me in the Brass Citadel. There's more for us to discuss among friendlier company.
She glares briefly at Nero.
I believe we are finished here. Aruihi?
Queen Onkaza raises from her throne, and the surrounding guards stand at immediate attention.
Aren't we popular? Take care at Hisongo. The Deadfire was overfull before Aethys blundered in.
Onkaza nods to you as she adjourns.
Your allies will use you toward any end. Do not give your trust lightly.
Onkaza clears her throat and sweeps the room with her gaze.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else.
He banishes the foreign dignitaries with a swift and unmistakably disgusted wave. Okay.
Let's speak.
Choose a single or... Oh, okay, we've got Rogue! Ooh, I think we need a... We could replace Aloth and have a Ranger Wizard, but I think we need a Rogue. We've kind of got him. Did I pick Rogue Mesmer or just Mesmer? I can't remember what I picked. But, yeah. Let's do Ranger Rogue. I think? I hope? I like the cipher, but I'm gonna try her. I hope this isn't a mistake. Well, I can switch again later. It doesn't matter.
Watcher, while we have the chance.
What? Who wants to talk? Someone wants to talk? What? Okay, whatever. Let's just level her up before we end the episode. Okay, stealth. Yes. And of course, streetwise survival bluff. I'm doing the streetwise survival. I guess bluff. All right. This is gonna be a bit, so this is gonna be the end of the episode, and if you don't want to watch me level her up a bunch, then feel free to take off. But I'm gonna end the episode here, after I level this person up. Escape. Allow the rogue to break engagement and expertly avoid attacks. That sounds really good. Let's do that. Okay. Next. Unarmed attacks. No. Additional weapon set. More fleet and nimble, increasing stride and defense bonus against disengage. When critically hit, the rogue briefly becomes immune to engagements. Dramatically increased damage done from stealth or invisibility. The rogue may use melee or ranged weapons, but must be within 2 meters of the target. Oof. Am I going to be backstabbing, though? Are we going to be using a range? I'm probably going to be using range, so I think I'm going to get that first, at least. Okay, more stealth. I should also do these. Mechanics. And sleight of hand she'll need as well. Dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see, blinding them. The rogue creates a small cloud of smoke that hides their presence for a short time. They're like unable to see, that's good. And ranger ability. Can heal their companion. Instructs the ranger's animal companion to rush a target, knocking them prone. What's this? Okay. Designate a single target as prey, giving the ranger and animal companion the accuracy bonus against the target. Healing would be good. But knocking things prone is really powerful. Long experience fighting together enables the ranger and animal companion to fight as highly efficient team. 1 engagements. That'd be good. Okay, she's got Erebus aim shot. Do we want any other ranged weapons? I don't know. Maybe a bow? Hunting bow, rapid shot, war bow. Four-second recovery. Attack time. I don't know. Is this just better? What is the benefit of this? Okay, so it hits more. It's heavier hitting. Fire arrows at the cost of accuracy. Now let's do a warbow. I don't know if we're gonna get one, but it seems good. Okay. More mechanics. More bluff. Rogue creates a small cloud of smoke that hides their presence. We're gonna get, oh. Let's get a backstab. Cause why not? We're gonna be part rogue, we might as well have backstab. Okay, she wants a word.
I know exactly what you're thinking.
Maya folds her arms and clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth. I sincerely doubt it.
Doubt is healthy. We can work with doubt. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my crew?
She chuckles to herself, but there's a note of resignation to it. Jyoti lifts her chin in interest.
My superiors might expect me to report in from time to time, but don't read too much into it. You're not the only big thing happening around here. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice.
As long as you're keen on taking orders, I don't object to having you aboard. Yeah.
Uncomplicated. Just the way I like it.
Aloth nods. A quiet smile etched across his lips.
Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks, but don't expect him to do any tricks.
She nods toward the colorful bird of prey hopping around at your ankles.
Ishi, come.
Maya taps her arm with 2 fingers and clicks her tongue again.
That's a good-looking bird.
Adair raises one hand and waggles his index finger.
Hey, birdie. Hey, birdie.
Shiza shows no sign of recognition toward Maya or Adair. Shiza simply claws at the ground and investigates some bugs a few graceful hops away. Insight. Click your tongue like Maya. Cocking his head, Isisha turns to you with a mixture of curiosity and skepticism. Maya cocks her head and listens.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly, but that's a good start.
Adair nods at Shiza, who bobs his head in response. Adair nods twice, and the large bird replies with 2 head bobs. Adair begins tilting his head up and down, and Shiza follows it with vigorous, full body bobs. Encouraged, Adair starts bouncing his body up and down, at which point Shiza stops bouncing and watches Adair with a cockeyed curiosity. Quit making a fool of yourself, Adair.
Did your friend suffer a head wound?
Maya frowns at Adair.
Before we get into deeper waters, I've got a question.
Maya clears her throat into her fist.
You've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made.
But I still get the big hat, right?
Well, naturally. That's your right. A crew can be like family. They can also be like a nest of squalling infants. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it?
I'd get ahead of this problem and compromise with the crew. I'd kill her, set an example for the rest. If she had a better grasp on morale, I'd cede command until we made port. Light a fuse leading to the black powder and leap over the railing. I'd let it play out, see what happens. Probably not the answer she's looking for, but that might... I'd probably kill her.
Terror is a kind of loyalty, as my first captain always said. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours.
Awfully specific question.
Stranger things have happened at sea, believe me. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Captain.
Maya takes your arm and gives it a good pump. I have some questions.
I've got some answers.
Maya nods, giving you room to speak freely. You're one of Kana's siblings, aren't you?
Sure am. And I heard that you two spent some time together. Funny how the gods toss things together. I heard tell that Kana sailed off in search of whatever he didn't find in the Deerwood. They say he lit a fire under the Ranganui to speed up the taming of the Deadfire.
Maya grins at this, planting her head on her hands on her hips with pride.
You clearly had some sway on his opinions, more than I ever did. Wish you had told Kana to give up on the poetry. He's got no ear for it.
Well, I enjoyed his songs. Did I? Maybe.
If you want to hear a voice like a powder keg belting out Rawatayan anthems while you're running at a dragon, be my guest. Some of us find it distracting. I do with bullets what Kana did with words. Just in case you were wondering, the comparison ends there.
Maya tips her head and studies you to make sure the point comes across. Hello, Shiza, who's a good bird. How did you and Shiza first get acquainted?
I won a shooting competition at the Ranganui's estate. This was a few years before enlisting with the Navy. As a reward, he gave me the freedom of the Royal Eyrie and said I could take my pick of the warbirds.
Maya kneels and strokes under Shiza's beak.
Stinkfeathers here kicked a rather pretty hawk off my arm so he could have me all to himself. Been inseparable ever since.
Okay. Let's be off. We've got a new group. I don't know if I'm gonna like this class better than the Mesmer. The Mesmer was really useful. I was thinking who I could replace though. Like the other person I would have to replace would be Aloth. I don't really want to replace Aloth. He's a wizard. Everyone needs a wizard, right? Wizards are really, really useful, usually. Especially now that he's got Fireball.
Oh?
Fireball. But let's check her out. So, I just kind of was curious about this class. Wounding shots, and then rogue abilities. It's pretty interesting too because she's dual class, and this is the first dual class that I've had so far in the playthrough, so we'll just see how it goes. You know, we'll just kind of hope for the best, I guess. Her personality might fit our group a little bit better anyways. I don't know. And Shiza has his own stuff. Cool. Alright, well, I'm going to end the episode here, everybody. Thank you for joining me once more for Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. What a fun game. I just love how relaxing it is to play this game and to explore, and it just hasn't got old yet. So thank you for sticking around, everybody, and for watching. I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comments below. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are much farther on than I am. But yeah, it's really fun. It's such a well-made game. Lots of great games this year. Very excited to experience them all with you guys. And I'll see you soon for another episode. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.